Michael Jackson, moonwalk on her, moonwalk and check, moonwalk that pussy wet, bitch dirty Diana, bitch dirty Diana. Bitch dirty Diana, bitch dirty Diana.
Y'all come on in.
I put the 8 in the 4, drop the 2 in the family.
Yes, sir.
Pussy galore, right little move to Anna. We in the South like Adolf. That bitch ball like playoff. Bring that pussy straight over and tell me help her get off. I'ma help her get crosswalk, moonwalk, all red like Red Cross. Dress it up, chrome hearts. Bitch, that pussy a star. Lift that dress up that part. Give me pussy and car, and I'ma drive it in park. Next time I see you, bitch, I'ma sex you, bitch. On some sexy shit, yeah. Fuck the cops and shit, yeah. Selling rocks and shit. I'm a street doctor, bitch, yeah. Straight doc on ya. I'ma beat it, Michael Jackson. Moonwalk on her, yeah. Moonwalking, yeah. Moonwalk that pussy wet. Bitch dirty Diana, yeah. Bitch dirty Diana, yeah. Bitch dirty Diana, yeah. Bitch dirty Diana, yeah. I put my ear on it. That pussy bite like Mike Tyson. She thinks I'm queer, don't it? Bitch, we selling chickens like Tyson. I'm on the road to get Midas. My shit playing on Cyrus. Bad bitch roll a whole ounce. When I say roll up an island. Where I'm from, we close windows just to bleed out the siren. She said I kill that pussy. Let's have a moment of silence. Extra clip with no silence. She hold my bread like my foot. She my dirty Diana, and I'm her grown up Michael.
Yeah. What do, y'all? Y'all come on in, man. Y'all come on in. Yeah. We got that new footage. New audio clips on Carmelo Anthony's case. We're going to take a dive into what Dr. Umar is chiming in on this case and saying. Plus what we already know. We're going to go back over it real quick, right? I'm also going to show everybody my Father's Day gift. Well, what I've gotten so far. 2 of my gifts. A card from my youngest daughter, Faith Mitchell. And I got a new laptop. My wife got me a new laptop, that new HP 17-inch screen. So we gonna unbox that before we get into the Carmelo Anthony situation. We gonna unbox that, you know, celebrating the little Father's Day, and we gonna make a toast to all the fathers. We got a nice gifted bottle from one of my biggest fans. You know who you are. Shout you out. I appreciate you. I know you didn't want me to shout you out, but I appreciate you for the Father's Day gift, for the gifted bottle, for the live stream, so we can make that Father's Day toast. But I'm gonna start it off by reading the Father's Day card and showing you all the Father's Day card that my youngest daughter, Faith Mitchell, wrote her dad and made me. Like, you know, she wrote it for me and she did the artwork on it. That pussy bite like Mike Tyson. Damn, girl, weird, don't it? The Happy Father's Day card for my youngest daughter to me. I'm gonna read it for y'all. And baby girl, I appreciate you. Daddy loves you, Faith. Thank you for my Father's Day gift. And to my wife, thank you for that new HP that I wanted so I can get better at the streaming and everything. And we can start watching videos on the stream, because I'll be no longer just doing it on my phone. I'll be doing it on my laptop, so I'll be able to get some stuff. What's up, Mr. Knightley? Mr. Nighty, what it do? I appreciate you coming back. Shout out Mr. Nighty for coming back. He said he back because he subscribed to the channel, so I'm knowing he got the notification that we going live. Yeah, man, we finna toast to Father's Day. You know, Father's Day in a couple of hours. I'm gonna read my Father's Day card that my youngest daughter gave me. And I'm gonna unbox this new 17-inch HP laptop that my wife got me for the stream. Y'all like the video and subscribe to the channel. Y'all know we finna get ready to get into it. Y'all know we are.
What they know.
Ooh. 5 kilometers, 20 minutes. Mr. 90, man, great job, bro. Oh, you killing them, bro. 20 minutes. Oh, yeah, you killing them. That's one of the, that's a fast time.
I could have took the chance so many times.
I forgot about this John I wrote. Prime membership John. Castella around like the Draco in the night.
My bitch, she been down like a tumor on my side. We on loaded down, shooting, dive behind the sign.
I think my hair is strong because what part of the U.S. you stay in? I stay in Memphis, so the humidity is high. So your hair, it does nothing but sweat, cultivate, and grow under the sun. The sun doesn't cook your hair because the hair is so humid. It's so moisture. It's a lot of moisture out here in Memphis. So your dreads are able to grow very strong when you live down south in Memphis or in one of the down south states. No, I got my Father's Day card from my youngest daughter, Faith. I'm finna read it for y'all so we can see what she said. Yes, sir, she's in 3rd grade. She made her dad a Father's Day card. What's up, chat? How y'all doing, man? I want y'all to like the video, subscribe to the channel. And you know Father's Day is almost here, right? So we want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. If you're a father, drop father in the live chat and I'm going to shout you out for Happy Father's Day. But first, let me read this card. It says, Happy Father's Day. And then she got a smiley face and a diamond. And she said, shine bright. Then she said, look inside. It's better than this. So she said, look inside because it's better than the front of the card. So I guess she went off on the inside. Wow. You're the best dad ever. Without you, I wouldn't be here. Keep on blowing up on YouTube, Dad. Thanks for fathering. She drew a picture of me and said, your crazy hair. Where is it at? Right there. She drew a picture of me and said, your crazy hair. So that's me with dreads. And I guess that's her mom right there that she drew next to me. Right there where my thumb at. She said, you can do anything. And she knows that I'm trying to get my views up and my subscribers up. So she made a little YouTube box right there. And she put 50 million views inside of it and 351 likes. And then on this side, she said, shine bright like a diamond, like the Rihanna song. She loves that song. And she has a heart. And then she wrote around the heart words to describe me. Bright, crazy. And she thinks I'm famous already. Famous, sweet, amazing. Happy Father's Day. It's your day. Shine bright. From Faith. So this is the inside. This is the inside of my Father's Day card that my 11-year-old wrote me today. And that's the front cover again. She didn't put anything on the back. And that's where it says, look inside. It's much better than this. with the diamond to shine bright, a happy face with heart eyes, and happy Father's Day. I love my daughter. Thank you so much, Faith, for my Father's Day gift. It really means something to me because I know you love art, and I always tell you you are an artist. But for you to take time because she loves drawing, like scary stuff like It and Pennywise and all of that stuff. But for her to take time and take some of her art paper and make her dad Father's Day card, and for it to be 3 pages long, I know she took her time in what she said, and she really appreciates me. So thank you to my youngest daughter, Faith Mitchell, for my Father's Day card. Happy Father's Day again to all the fathers. If you're a father, drop father in the chat, and I'm going to shout you out for Father's Day. Okay? Now, before we get into our session, we still got one more gift to unbox, right? And we have the Father's Day bottle. So, all the fathers, if you got a bottle, if you got a beer, let's go ahead, crack those bottles open and crack the beer open. And I'm just going to say a few words to all the fathers out there. That's fathers now, or fathers that have lost their child and they no longer is a father. They're still a father to their child, but they no longer have their child here, and it's a sad day for them. I'm gonna make a toast to everybody. So let's go ahead and pull up, y'all. Yep, it's your boy Blocstarr Imis, and I want to make a toast to all the fathers in the U.S. and around the world. Man, God bless y'all. Thank y'all for being fathers. Thank y'all for taking on the hard trials, the tribulations. Thank y'all for protecting your family. Thank y'all for being the head for your family. Thank y'all for just being there, because it's not easy as a person, as a human, whether you're man or woman. It's not always easy being there for somebody, right? Especially when you're taking time from yourself. You know what I'm saying? But because you can take time from yourself and be there for somebody and be there the right way, and they really appreciate you, I just want to give you a hand clap and toast to you, all the fathers, not just in America, but around the world. Happy early Father's Day. Father's Day is officially in 3 hours. So happy Father's Day. Let's drink to it. And happy Father's Day to all the mothers that are single mothers, that's a mother and a father. Men, let's drink again for all the women that's fathers, that takes on their fatherly role as a single mother and is there for their son or their daughter or their sons and daughters. Thank you, moms. All righty. Now, y'all, this is the exciting part. Whoa. Huh? This is the exciting fucking part. Thank you, babe. Damn, it can't even fit all the way in the camera. It's so big, y'all. It's so big. It's that. Yeah, it's that 17-inch. Look. That new HP laptop. Yeah, we finna, man, our streaming finna get much better. You know, we usually do the audio clips. You're so welcome, Eric Davis. Everybody shout out Eric Davis. He's a father. Jesus loves you too, Tango. Shout out Tango. Tango, you're a mother or a father? Man, I think this John is like, I don't know. I think it's like 2,700, 2,500 or something like that. But let me see. It doesn't say it's delivered. It doesn't say the price, but it's the AMD Athlon. If y'all can see that, let me see. Yeah, y'all can't see it. I'm sorry. It's the AMD Athlon 7220U, 256 gigabyte, 8 gigabyte on board, Windows 11, Microsoft 365, 17.3 inch HD LED display. Man, I wonder what color this John is. All right, y'all. So let's unbox this baby. I know, right? Dang, this John is like crazy. Shout out to Healing Through. Yahshua is Q. Yahshua is creator. Yahshua is here. We love you, dear Yahshua. Yes, Lordy. Okay. So let me get some scissors. We're finna unbox this new HP. Do I have a box cutter? I got a box cutter. Okay. Alrighty. Now let's get this bad baby open. Shout out to all the streamers. Shout out to all the streamers that's fathers that's growing on YouTube right now today. The more they grow, the more they invest into their chat and into their YouTube channel of bringing more stories, better clips, better editing videos. Boy, I'm going to be editing a lot on this one. Let's... Ooh, yo, oh my goodness. Yes, sir. It's Father's Day. Uh-huh. Ooh. Whoa. Oh. Yes, sir. Wow. This is beautiful. The new H 17.3 inch. Okay. Let me see. Okay, got a little instruction manual with it. .3 inch, and it's telling you how to set up the HP. And it comes with the power cord and everything. Let's see that first. Okay. Nice. Okay, and this is the power box for it. Happy Father's Day, y'all. Oh yeah. Thank you to my wife for getting me this. She know how much I was focused on saving up from my 9-to-5, saving up for a computer, because there was a lot of editing things that I couldn't do on YouTube Studio through my phone. And I've been watching a lot of creators with how to monetize videos, and everyone's saying the same thing. If you're on YouTube, if you're trying to monetize, just posting videos through your phone or through your tablet it restricts you on promotion that YouTube gives you for free. And it's promotion that you can turn on for free through the YouTube studio, not through YouTube. Promotion through YouTube, I know and we know it's not free, right? But through the YouTube studio. So if you're in the YouTube studio, if you're using the YouTube studio, YouTube knows that you're working towards monetizing yourself to become a YouTube partner. And that's what we're doing here. Shout out to chat last night, because chat last night we had over it's our highest views yet. We had over 6,300 viewers in the chat, and let me see, we had 204 subscribers to start off, and now we got 21. So I think we had 16 new subscribers last night. Y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel. So now that's connected. Okay, it's power cord. Woo, now let's pull this bad baby out the plastic, y'all, because I want to open it up, let y'all look at the keyboard and everything. Nice Father's Day gift. 17.3 inches. Plus, I know a lot of people in the chat might be looking for a computer or looking to get a new computer. These computers, I looked it up, these laptops, you don't have to go in the store like my wife did and just buy it flat out. You can actually go to places like rental places, like Aaron's Rental is here in Memphis, Renter Center is here in Memphis. All of those places carry this laptop to where you only have to put like $100 down and pay a weekly fee or something like that if you can't afford to spend all the money up front. But wow, y'all, look how big that is towards me. Like, look how big it is. Like, that's crazy, right? Wow. Oh my God, y'all, look at this. Gosh. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Wow. That is beautiful. After today, when we go live stream, I'm just gonna start coming to you guys on the laptop, but I have to get it set up. I have to let you all know Happy Father's Day, whether you're a father, and I mean all around the world, or even if you're a mother, a single mother that has to take on the father and the mother role. Happy Father's Day, and toast to you. Man, I love y'all, chat. Thank you for the love, chat. Chuck Norris. What it do, man? You back? Term 1. I hear you. I hear you. Term 1. Grandpa is 73 years old, just got out of prison for human trafficking and kidnapping. Boy, he must have been a part of a cartel. He served a lot of time, but no one judged for what his granddad did, and that's real. We're not gonna judge you for what your granddad did. We're gonna support you too. So shout out my guy. Yeah, Karmelo admitted to the stabbing. He did. The police does have to read you your Miranda rights if they place you under arrest. If they place you under arrest, whether you know your rights or not, they have to let you know your rights. They learned this in school. Plus, I got family members that's Memphis police. They will tell you, if you ever get pulled over by the police like I have in the past and got locked up and they never read you your Mirandas, your case can get thrown out. And everything that you said without your lawyer present can be admissible because your Mirandas was never read to you. And somebody like Karmelo, he was 17 at the time, I'm sure he didn't know his rights. If he did know his rights, he didn't know them fully. But we're not going to get into that. Thank you again to my wife. We've been together for 5 years and been married for 5 going on 6. I love you, babe. And I really appreciate this because, you know, if you didn't get it for me, I was going to get it. Because my chat needs to be able to get the knowledge, the best knowledge that I can provide for them, right? Listen, I've been in multiple situations when I was growing up as a kid because I was a part of a gang. I was running away from home. I was staying in the hood, right? And every time I've had a lawyer and my Mirandas was not read to me, and I said something out of fear, or I tried to explain myself out of fear to the police, the lawyers have been able to get those charges, those accusations, those words struck from the court docket and claimed that it was hearsay because the officer, the arresting officer, never read me my rights, and they allowed me to incriminate myself. See, they got to read you your Mirandas to let you know basically what the Miranda says. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. And that's without a lawyer present. Even if you're telling the truth and you're innocent, they can still use your innocent statement towards getting you a guilty charge for whatever crime you were involved in or committed. And that's that. Right? God. Let's get all of this stuff out the way so we can get started. Everybody got your blunts and your cigars. Fathers, you got your cups. You got your wines, your cognacs. We finna get into it. And tell my wife to come and get my laptop. Baby, you wanna come get my laptop for me? Cut it on and be on it and shit. All right, I'm gonna give her a second. Get this laptop. That way she can set it up for me.
Why you talk so much? Somebody we got
Yes, sir. Okay, y'all. Chat, let's like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Let me get up out of this damn jacket. Okay. Man, what y'all think about this Carmelo Anthony thing? Oh, shout out to Drake. Happy Father's Day to Drake. This that Nocta Nike brand that Drake and his team has 100% creative control over. So this is something that Drake designed himself, him and his creative team. Look at the back. Do y'all see that? That's hard. I think this is hard. I love this. I got the shorts with it, and they like the sleeves with the camo. Yep. And I got my Nike Trail shirt on under that. I love Nike. Oh, and then I got my Orange Valley Bassett pants on. My shiniest ones. I call them Prince. Okay. So, yeah, man. Yeah, I think that's where the officer went wrong. He went wrong by not reading Carmelo Anthony's his Miranda rights, locking them up, asking them all different kind of questions, and allowing him to volunteer information that he know himself as an officer, that anything you say as you're getting arrested can and will be used against you. They let you know it can, but they also let you know it will be used against you. Anything you can say, that means whether it's right or wrong, good or bad, they're going to use it against you. That's the first piece of evidence that they use against you, not the evidence that was left behind on the crime scene, or the evidence that was provided by autopsy, or the evidence that was provided from a doctor, whatever the situation was. And I know this because I'm black. Sad to say it, but I know it because I'm black. And the reason why I say because I'm black is because being black, I have experienced been through those experiences. Even when I was young, like I was in middle school one day, walking to the store, and man, the police was looking for a black guy with a low haircut, right? I didn't have ID at the time. I think I was like 14 or 15. And they asked me what was my name, and I didn't know my social security number by heart. But my social security card was at the house. But I didn't have ID, right? Didn't have ID yet. And they was like, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "Mitchell." And they like, "What's your social security number?" I was like, "I don't know." They was like, "What's your birthday?" I gave them my birthday. When they put my birthday in, Jerry Mitchell popped up that had a criminal record. I didn't have a criminal record at the time, an adult criminal record at the time. I was a juvenile at the time. So when he pulled it up, a Jerry Mitchell came up that was 35 years old. And he's looking at me, telling me that I'm lying about my age. And I ain't even got hair on my face. Like, I probably got a little couple of like 7 or 9 fucking chin hairs at the time. I don't even have hair on my face. And he's a black officer. And he calls for backup and says that I'm resisting. And I'm not trying to provide him with my personal information. Nigga, I'm a kid. I'm like 14. I don't know my social security number by heart. I'm from the hood, nigga. Shit, in the hood, kids barely read. They play outside more than they read. And most likely they playing outside because of the situation that their family going through. The air is off. Or the lights is off. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you see so many kids out in the neighborhood playing in the hood, because they family and their parents and people, they really going through struggle. But yeah, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy as a black kid. And it struck so much fear in my heart. My heart was beating so fast. I was sweating under the arms and everything. And I didn't know if I was going to make it home or not because of how the police officers was acting towards me. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, y'all really going to sit here and tell me that y'all don't know that I'm a kid by the tone of my voice and what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, my nigga. What's wrong with these cops nowadays? Okay, So I got this clip right um from my guy, Secret Service, a YouTube podcaster. Um, and he's basically talking about what I was talking about for the last 2-3 days. Every time I mention Charleston White, like he's the fucking worst. And he said, and this is a white guy, and he said the reason why he's the worst is because he's using Carmelo Anthony's case to get his own publicity. He said, just like I said, just like we said, chat, he don't even believe that Charleston White really even had $75,000 to give to that family. He was just doing that to market himself. Then on top of that, Secret Service also said that this man is the worst of people. You know what I'm saying? Like he operates off people's hurt. And then he said, and then he goes to make a shirt with Carmelo Anthony on it, talking about watermelon felon, with his head made like a watermelon for him to sell. And he said the reason why the shit is real bad is because white people that are racist, black people like Charleston White, that's against his own people, make those Caucasians that are racist feel like it's okay to be racist, because he went back on there and everything that Jeff Metcalf said was racist. But Charleston White goes back on there apologizing to him, sucking up to him, and then goes against Carmelo Anthony's family. So he's like, that's the worst black person. A person that would be against their own people and promote racism against their own people. That's who Charleston White is. So we're going to listen to this clip. Shout out to Cash Money. Shout out to No. They doing a joint tour this summer. They finna start a joint tour, and they're going to come here to Memphis. So Memphis, if you're from Memphis and you're in my chat right now, Memphis, get ready. They come into Memphis. They're going to be at the FedEx Forum. The whole Cash Money, the whole No Limit, everybody that's still alive and that's free from jail. So you got Juvenile, you got Lil Wayne, you got BG, you got Mystica won't be there. He just went down for a rape charge. You got Turk. You know, you got all of these folks. You got Master P, you got Birdman. All of them finna be on tour. Shout out to Boosie. Even though I don't like you, because you're a clout chaser too. But Boosie, for the people who like Boosie and who like Boosie's music, Boosie will be on the tour, and he'll be opening up for both groups. And he say he gonna turn it up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy for him, because he's finna get some income from that. Some more income rolling in. So he can stop trying to sue Rod Wave. I feel you. And everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Especially dude and half. Y'all entitled to y'all own opinion. You don't have to take me serious. But I will tell you who the world takes serious. The world take the educated person serious, and not the asshole or the dumb person serious. High school graduate? Yes. College graduate? Yes, I am. good ass 9-to-5 job that pays me thousands of dollars a week? Yes, I am. Are you? Your comments, the haters in the chat, right? Your comments don't offend me. I'm here for my chat. I'm not here for the haters. But the haters, you can keep coming in, keep coming, and keep liking, and keep subscribing to my channel just so you can hate, right? Because when we monetize, you haters are going to pay for all the gifts that I'm going to give to my chat. So chat, let's give a round of applause to all the haters out there. Yeah. We're going to give a round of applause to all the haters. Because guess what? I don't care what the fuck y'all say. It's all about what the chat say. And the chat say, I'm doing a good job. And the chat say that they love me just like I love them. And the chat say they appreciate me. And guess what? I appreciate my chat. Chat, y'all like the video, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, especially the haters. Foghat 1980, I love you, bro. Thank you. Regiment, you know what I'm doing. We celebrating Father's Day. I just read my Father's Day card from my 11-year-old daughter that she created and made herself, and I just unboxed my 17.3-inch HP laptop that we're gonna start live streaming off of. Look at what Bill Miller just said, y'all. He said, haters, you don't matter, never did, never will. Man, you don't just sound like a hater, Bill. You actually sound like a racist, too. I have no respect for you. I got more respect for Bill Clinton than I got for you, Bill. But you can stay in the chat. Keep those comments coming, Bill, because those hater comments that you're giving me is going to get me right. What's this guy named? Phillip? Yeah, Phillip been hating for a minute. He been hating ever since he been in the chat. Ain't this crazy, y'all? And what makes them so mad is that I still smile. I'm still happy. And I'm glad they here. So we're going to start out with... Let's get into it. So that's the one. That might not be the one. That one looks very long. Hold on. Okay.
The trial did not allow cameras inside, so most of the evidence has never been seen by the public until tonight. It includes body camera video from the officer who arrested Anthony and a photo of the murder weapon. Fox News' Peyton Yeager is in...
Filler, just shut up, Filler, because you are not a police officer. You did not go through police training. You probably don't even have police officers as family members, because if they're a police officer, that means they highly achieve academics. They have high academics, right? And it sounds like you're stupid and no one in your family is smart. Constantly saying that the police don't have to read you your Miranda rights. That's a part of their job, man. What is wrong with you? You probably is the police. That's what it is, y'all. Filler is probably is the police. He's probably one of them dirty ass cops that never allow people to know their rights, because he wants you to dig yourself into a deeper hole, and a deeper hole, and a deeper hole. Man, Phillip, shut the fuck up. Just stay in the chat and keep them coming, Phillip. Keep them coming. Sorry, not sorry, Phillip. I'm sitting next to a law officer right now. Thank you, chat. Yeah, let Phillip know. Phillip might be 7 years old though. Let's leave Phillip alone, because they sound unintelligent. Yeah. Feel the sounds on yeah. Don't worry about it, Blind Justice. And thank you for having my back. I got yours too. All right, let's get back into the clip.
Tonight she's in the Dallas newsroom with more. Peyton?
Stephen, Heather, yeah, we've been following this developing story this evening. Now, this evidence up until earlier this evening was only viewed by people in the courtroom, reporters, legal teams, and the jury.
Happy
Key pieces
Father's
of
Day,
evidence
y'all.
here, including that body camera footage and grainy surveillance video of the altercation in the bleachers. Now public, and we want to warn you at home that some of the things you're about to see and hear might be difficult.
Don't reach for anything, all right, man? Stop right there for me. Dispatch 443, I got the suspects. And they're currently treating the victim. Again, he's down in the north end of the stadium. All right, any weapons on you like that?
Newly released body camera video shows the moment Carmelo Anthony was put in handcuffs, April 2025.
So nothing on your person at all? Nothing. Mind if I reach in your pockets and stuff and all that? Nothing? Stamina?
Another video
These are
shows a
so
different
good.
officer's body camera video.
That's the alleged suspect.
Okay. I am. No, I'm not. I know how it goes. I'm not alleged. Okay.
The arresting officer then stands Anthony up and walks him out of the stadium, where Anthony can be heard in an emotional state.
Now, when the officer said this alleged, and Carmelo Anthony said, you don't have to say alleged. I know how it goes. I did it. First of all, he said, I'm with the alleged killer. So you just called yourself a killer. That's how you incriminated yourself. You agreed with the officer. But when you started talking, the officer was supposed to treat you like you were a criminal. Once you started talking, he was supposed to say, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Listen, be quiet. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Yes, sir. All right, then, I'll be back. That's what was supposed to happen. When you get locked up, the police read you your rights and they don't allow you to say anything when you want to say something. When you're a criminal. Henceforth, that shows you that Carmelo Anthony had no criminal record. When the police officer got his information and looked him up, nothing came up. That's why the police officer didn't treat him like a criminal and most likely forgot to read him his Miranda rights because he wasn't treating him like a criminal. Because he hadn't got the full story, he really still trying to figure out the situation. And that's why he called Carmelo Anthony the alleged killer. Not the killer. Because he's not sure. He got to vet some things. He got to see the crime scene. He got to talk to other officers that's on the other end of the track stadium that's there too. But they're near Austin. He's over by the fence where Karmelo first ran. Before he stopped at the fence, he turned towards the track, synced one of the coaches close to the fence at the track, and he ran that way, ran straight into that coach. As he's telling the coach what happened, this coach either knows him as a star track runner and somebody that his team has to go against, or this coach is a coach that's actually dealt with Karmelo. Because when he's telling him what he did, this coach doesn't say or doesn't be mean to him. This coach hugs him. And then as he's walking Karmelo, he has his arm around him and he's rubbing his shoulder up and down to keep him calm. If Karmelo was a real killer, he wouldn't even ever went to that coach. He would have went straight out that gate. He would have got on his cell phone and called his hood friends and said, "Hey, bro, man, I just killed the white boy. Man, come get me, man." That's not how he sounds. And even when he's crying and telling the police, "I told him to keep his hands off me," his voice went real high pitched. And you could hear the tremble in his voice, which means he was scared himself. Not just of what he did, but what's going to happen to him. Because his parents not around. And the officers that's talking to him are not of his ethnicity. And they treating him real nice. And he's not understanding in his head right now as a kid, why they treat me like this and trying to make me feel like it's okay when they know it's not okay. All right?
This is so mean. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
Once at the Frisco police cruiser, Anthony is searched again.
Come on, man.
No, ma'am.
Man, listen to this man.
I told him.
He sounds like a real
Arresting
kid
officer
that's
then
scared and
stands
troubled.
Anthony up and walks him out of the stadium, where
This a
Anthony
real
can be
kid
heard in an
that's
emotional
in
state.
trouble.
He put his hands
Highlight.
on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
Once at the Frisco police cruiser, Anthony is searched again.
No, ma'am, I don't think so. All right, what's your name, man? Carmelo Anthony, K-A-R-M-E-L-O.
Earlier this month, a jury found now 19-year-old Carmelo Anthony guilty of murdering 17-year-old Austin Metcalf at a Frisco track meet. He was sentenced to 35 years in prison. Anthony's legal team has already filed a notice of appeal. The jury delivered the verdict on June 9th after a tense trial that drew national attention and fueled public reaction.
And this is another thing I want to say. Like, even if you look at the thumbnail, to this live, you got Carmelo Anthony on this side of the thumbnail, right? And he's getting walked out by the police. If he had any kind of backup with him, if he had any kind of friends with him that was on his side, they would have been getting walked out by the police with him. He had nobody, right? Carmelo Anthony's girlfriend is white. Her cousin, who knows Carmelo Anthony, who's friends with Carmelo Anthony, is the one who, the cousin, I can't remember his name, but we have a clip with Dr. Umar talking about it, and he's going to say his name again. Can't remember his name, but her cousin, Carmelo Anthony's girlfriend, cousin, is the one who invited Karmelo under their tent. Carmelo Anthony girlfriend goes to Austin Metcalf's school. She doesn't go to the school that Carmelo Anthony goes to. They on competing track teams though, right? And she stays in Carmelo Anthony's neighborhood, right? So you can go to either school, this private school or that private school. I'm sure her parents sent her to the mostly white private school and not the one that had a couple of black kids in it, because they probably didn't want her to be around it, right? This white boy, Carmelo Anthony's girlfriend cousin, is one of the same people who got on the stand and lied and said that he didn't know Carmelo Anthony. And Carmelo Anthony's lawyers pulled up pictures of him, his cousin, which is Anthony's girlfriend, his girlfriend, and Carmelo Anthony all at his house multiple different times over their social media, taking pictures together, laughing and having fun. And they like, so you don't know Carmelo? The prosecutor objected and the judge allowed him to object it. So Carmelo Anthony's lawyer could not ask him that question a second time. Right? These same people turned on him. So while he's in jail right now, one thing he should be doing is communicating with his girlfriend, because she didn't stand up for him when everybody's like, why was he under the tent to begin with? He was under there because he was sitting with his girlfriend and her cousin. That's why he was under there. Right? When Austin Metcalf, his brother, and the two other friends walked up, which you see in my thumbnail, on the right side, you see Austin Metcalf leading his brother. He got a friend in a blue hoodie, and then he got a friend behind the friend in the blue hoodie and his brother. All four of them coming through the gate, and Austin has a stride on him to where he's in front of his brother and everybody else. It's kind of like they see Karmelo, they heading to him to get some shit understood, like, nigga, you can't be up under our tent, right? But the closer they get to the tent, the more rage that's building up in Austin, right? The more rage. When they get to the tent, they all got on dark hoodies and they standing so close together in front of where Carmelo Anthony said it. They standing so close together that you can't see if they arms move. And they standing over him like this. And they standing in the same row of bleachers that he's sitting in. So you can imagine their fucking legs is touching his legs. Right? Then you see, you can't even really see commotion from the camera view that they showed. They showed from across the stadium instead of the camera view from behind them. Right? The only way Karmelo can leave that tent is if he pulls his legs up, which he's gonna kick one of them some kind of way and take his body and put it back over the bleacher behind him like that and go backwards. That's the only way he was going to be able to get out of this situation. Right? And he wasn't going to be able to get out of this situation fast. So now you know why he pulled his little knife to him. Right? Everybody's saying that, oh, this and oh, that. Listen, man, kids, boys get those for Christmas. They get those little tool knives that opens a can, opens a bottle top. They get those for Christmas. I can remember getting one for my 15th birthday. Right? And I'm going to always keep it in my backpack because when I go to my friend's house, I take my backpack home to my friend's house. I don't just take my backpack to school, but that's my protection. Because when I'm walking to school, and the adults know this all around the world, predators lurk around high schools, middle schools, and elementaries. Right? I'm talking about grown-ass people, grown-ass men and shit from out of jail and shit. Just like they'll talk to a little girl, they'll talk to a little boy. Shit, they just left from jail talking to little boys. You know what I'm saying? So everybody need to have protection. And like Dr. Umar said, y'all white people out there in Texas that voted for the stand your ground law and the open carry law. So you can carry around a gun, but you're wondering why a black kid is carrying around a knife. He got no right to carry around that knife in the stand your ground state. Why did he have it at the track meet? How did he get it in the track meet? You know how he got it in the track meet? Because he didn't have to go through the school building, right? No one's in the school building. They not making it to the school and going in the building. Only the track is open for the competition. Only the track is open, so every school that's pulling up, even the students that go to their school, they not allowed in the school building. The principal and shit is not there. You know what I'm saying? This is like on some after school function, the games type of shit. So when the game started, everybody's coming. They meeting up at their schools, hopping straight on the buses, coming over to this school's track meet, hopping straight off the buses. That's why there's fucking tents set up on the bleachers, because no one's in the school building. If they was allowed in the school building when it started raining, that shit wouldn't even never happen, because Carmelo Anthony wouldn't have had to go sit up under their tent. He wouldn't. No kids would have been sitting up under tents just to stay out the rain. They would have been sitting in the school building. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like the video and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, you gotta subscribe to the channel to become a part of the family. We on our way to 250 already. In the last 2 weeks, we've earned over 131 subscribers to the channel. So I want to thank everybody for that. I want to thank the chat for that. We've grown over 200 subscribers now. We had 221. We're trying to make it to 250. And then our next goal is going to be 300. Then our next goal is going to be 450, 400. And then so on and so on. We're trying to grow to where we can monetize. Why, thank you, Miguel. Nah, man, I just went to school for this shit, man. I just went to school for this shit. Like taking ACTs and the ACT, the ACT CRC, the SAT, taking these, I score high. I mean, I can pretty much look at something and analyze it. If I take a math test, and it's a math that I've never taken, and they put the problem in front of me, I can look at that problem, and they don't have to tell me how to work that problem out. I can analyze and figure out how to work that problem out. My dear Aunt Sally, I can take something from algebra 2, algebra, trigonometry, calculus. I can take all of these math terms, and I can match them up to this problem till I find out, oh, this problem right here is algebra 2 and trigonometry. It's not calculus, right? This is my dear Aunt Sally problem, and figure the damn problem out. I just know how to analyze things, troubleshoot things with as far as machines. I used to rebuild vinyl presses that press vinyl LP records, and I learned everything from a vinyl press engineer guru from Nashville, Tennessee, Mr. Donnie Eastland. Mr. Donnie Eastland, if you're listening, I love you, man. I appreciate everything you've done for me and my family. And he taught me from scratch how to rebuild this 9-ton vinyl press, right? And then he built a computer for it and taught me how to modify a computer for it, a computer to it, right? And he taught me how to cut the steel, modify the machine. The machine used to, when we first got the vinyl presses, the front end where the record comes out of the press and they trim, the blade trims the excess off the record to make it all crisp and sharp around the edges. The tray that the flask flies out on with the record, it used to, when you shut the machine down to unjam it, if the machine jams, you used to have to pull out the front of the press and then duck your head under it and stand in between to get up under it in the middle, and stand in between the front of the press and the inside of the press. And you have to work in a tight space like that. We cut the steel on one side on both sides of the press. We put wedges on one side of the press and on the front of the press and made it a swing door action. So now all the presses, that's how we modified them. They don't pull out on two metal bars. You open one, you unlock one side, and it swings like a door to where you can open the front of the press and just stand there, and you ain't got a part of the press behind you, to making it more dangerous. No safety guards on these machines. So I'm just a good troubleshooter, man. I haven't been placed here by the CIA to break this shit down.
And both in person with protests outside the Collin County Courthouse and online. Friday afternoon, 911 calls were also released.
Frisco 911, what is the location of the emergency?
Hi, we're at Kuykendall Stadium. My friend just got stabbed.
Okay, do you know who stabbed him?
We have no clue. He was sitting in our tent, but you need to send an ambulance right now.
They're on the way, okay?
Y'all come on in, like the
Testimony in the
video,
trial
subscribe to the channel.
detailed the altercation that morning after Metcalf and his twin confronted Anthony for sitting beneath their team's tent. Anthony, who was 17 at the time, stabbed Metcalf in the chest, he claimed, in self-defense. Authorities said the teens did not know each other. The only video of the stabbing, grainy stadium surveillance. Zoomed in, it shows some shoving and movement under the yellow tent where the stabbing took place. It only lasts a few seconds. Then you see Anthony, highlighted in the gray sweatshirt, leave the tent. While students try to help Metcalf, Anthony is seen taking off down the bleachers as others try and follow him. Now made public, evidence photos of the Ozark Trail.
Yeah, I understand. Scuts. And the reason why I understand is because what we have to realize is at least 70% of the students are privileged. Their parents were able to pay for it. They were able to afford it. You know what I'm saying? The other 30% is us. The ones who made it off of intelligence, who got a scholarship, right? And a corporate company paid for us to be able to go to college. I think college, I think college is a system formed by the government to increase debt in American citizens' life. That way, if you're always in debt with your government always owns you. But yeah, college is to keep yourself in debt, to initiate your life into debt. Matter of fact, when you're in college, you can pretty much go anywhere and get anything. The bank will offer you mortgage loans, student loans, house loans, car loans, right? And they'll offer you the max with the highest amount of interest, to where they lock you in as a client, as a bank client, for another 20 years, 30 years, for the rest of your life. It's all right. It's all right if the parents stole the money. That doesn't mean that Carmelo Anthony is over with for Carmelo Anthony, because that's his parents. Cardi B, she don't have to give his parents shit. She can retain the lawyer herself and send the lawyer to the boy while he's in jail. I don't know what to believe, with the parents, because one thing I don't believe is hearsay. When somebody tells me something, that's why I like doing this. When somebody tells me something, they have to show me. And I know a lot of people are misled because they be told something. They told something that's made to be believable. They end up believing it, but they was never showed it. Like, my grandma used to tell me, you can't always believe what people say. I said, what you talking about, Grandma? She was like, that boy, I heard what he told you on the porch. He said Lavinia and them was talking about you, and they was talking about you bad. I was like, yeah, grandma, that's my friend. He my closest friend. She said, how do he know exactly everything that Levine and them was talking about you about? She said, you know how he knows? Is because he was talking about you with them. She said, because if he was defending you and if he was your true friend, they would have whooped his ass. They wouldn't have let him stay around to where he can hear everything that they saying about you. But if he's standing with them and he's saying, yeah, man, the man's your leader, man, then you know he'll be able to get all the information to bring back to you. Don't trust what a motherfucker just tell you. When they tell you, if you want to trust them, make them show you. That's why when everybody was yelling this shit about the weapon and how oh, Karmelo, he just killed that boy. If Karmelo just killed that boy, Karmelo would have approached that boy. That boy wouldn't have approached Karmelo. Karmelo obviously wasn't looking for this guy. This guy was looking for Karmelo. Unfortunately, he lost his life. You know what I'm saying? But I was telling the chat yesterday, I said this guy, Austin, was the team captain. If you ever been in high school and you ever been granted to be a team captain, like I was the soccer team captain at my school, Wooddale High and Wooddale Middle. If you're ever granted to be a captain, you like the star athlete. Because the captain for basketball is the point guard, the one who makes the most shots. The captain for the football team, which Austin was the captain for the football team, is the quarterback. You telling me that you believe that the quarterback, the captain of this prestigious school, just came up to him, hey man, look man, I'm the team's captain for such and such football team. Man, can you please move from under our tent? Or do you think that football captain came to him like, hey bro, this is our fucking tent, and if you don't go to our fucking school, you got to leave? I've always learned, and I've learned this from organization members: no disrespect given, none tolerated. So listen, I'm never gonna disrespect you, right? But if you disrespect me, I won't tolerate it, right? I reap what I sow. So if I'm not disrespecting you, you have no right really to disrespect me. I reap what I sow. If I'm sowing out respect, that's all I deserve back. So if you're giving me disrespect and I'm sowing out respect, guess what I'm finna give you back? I'm finna give you disrespect back. I'm just an adult now, so I know how to give the best disrespect from a person that I haven't disrespected me. So if I'm giving you respect, if I'm a black guy, and if you're a Caucasian guy and you don't like my kind, but I'm respecting you, if you give me respect back, then we can work around each other all day. But if I give you respect and you don't give me respect back, I know how to cut people off. What I mean by cut people off is exclude them from my life, right? Anywhere I've ever worked, I've always been the best worker. It's sometimes not starting off, but what I would do is, if I wasn't the best worker, I'd find the best worker. No matter what they're doing, if they're assembling, if they're making boxes, if they're driving the forklift, if they're picking, no matter what they're doing, if they're machine operating, I find them the one with the highest numbers in the warehouse, and I get up under him and I tell him, listen, man, you the best. I want to learn from you. I appreciate if you can teach me. But understand this, once you teach me, I'm going to strive to be better than you. And when I get to that point, it's over with. But I give everybody respect. And that's all I look for back. If I can't get respect back from you, you ain't got to move. I'm going to move myself. I'm going to exclude myself from the situation. And like I said yesterday in the live chat, that's something that a kid has a problem with doing. And I use my daughters for an example. I said, like, if my youngest daughter, big sister, who's only a year older than her, my youngest daughter is 11, my oldest daughter is 12. If her big sister pushes her, she knows, first of all, she knows when she's not emotional, that when something happens to you or you get in a bad situation, come tell mom and dad. This is what she knows. But if her sister pushes her and makes her angry, she's gonna automatically push her sister back without even thinking. This is what kids do. When her sister push her again, and she falls on the floor this time, when she get up, before she get up, she's gonna look around on the floor and grab whatever she can grab. Whether it's a charger port, a cord, a ball, a bear, and she's gonna try to throw it at her sister to hurt her more than her sister hurt her, right? But I'm gonna come in and say, hey, stop. What did I tell you? When your sister put her hands on you or get mad at you or talk about you, you come tell your parents. And you know what she'll be doing? She'll be just like Carmelo Anthony was. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I tried, but I couldn't. She talked very proper. I tried that, but I couldn't. She just makes me so angry. This is a kid, emotional. So that's what we have to excuse. We don't have to excuse the murder. Yeah, charge them for the murder, but charge them as a child and not an adult.
A multi-tool knife Anthony used in the fatal stabbing. The 3.5-inch blade photographed on the bleachers. Another photo shows Anthony in handcuffs with what appears to be some blood on his fingers. During the chaos, a coach takes off his jacket to put pressure on Metcalf's wound. The commotion of people trying to perform CPR on Metcalf heard in this 911 call.
We're doing compressions and giving them mouth
likes right
Okay.
now. That's crazy.
Come on.
Hey, they're doing CPR on him.
And that coach's bloody jacket was also photographed and put into evidence and shared publicly. The Collin County judge who presided over this trial, Judge John Roach, the one who released all of this evidence today, did release a statement to Fox News. And that statement says, the overwhelming focus on my ruling regarding the media in the courtroom was to protect the process, witnesses, and the jury. Now that the trial is over, it is important to me to provide transparency.
A Collin County judge just released multiple videos
and that's not no transparency. You release multiple videos, but you never release the videos that you struck from the trial of the back view of the camera where you could actually see up close on the tent. Why the fuck you release a camera footage from across the field? We can barely even see them. The only reason we can see Carmelo Anthony when he's getting ready to walk past the tent, he's getting ready to walk past the tent, but he looks up and then he runs up there to the tent. He sit down right at the front of the tent. Because he got on a gray hoodie, you can see where he's sitting. right? And there's a lot of people behind him with the black hoodies on because that's their school's, like that's the color of their hoodies, not the color of their logo, and not the color of their tent. The tent is the same color as the logo. It's a yellow and like a burgundy logo. Yeah, when they walk up on Karmelo, you can't see nothing but they backs. And then about like a split second, in about a minute, you see Carmelo Anthony. Like I told you, he would have had put his foot over the back of the bleacher like this and climb over the back of the bleacher like that. That's what you see him do. But you see him do it kind of fast, and he's stumbling over the bleachers, and he runs up the bleachers, run over out the bleachers, and run down the bleachers diagonally. I mean horizontally. He runs down the bleachers just to get up out of there. He runs towards the gate, then he stopped, and he kind of walked back the other way, and then he sees the coach coming up the track with one of their runners, and he run over there to the coach, start to tell him, which the coach said he was crying the whole time, and that's most likely why. The coach hugged him right off the back. He started walking him, and I guess he was telling him, it's all right, man, you don't have to talk anymore. And he was just rubbing his shoulder the whole time they was walking. Yep. What y'all think about this shit? I think this shit is crazy. It's been like that for a minute.
Frisco 911, what is the location of the emergency?
Hi, we're at Kuykendall Stadium. My friend just got stabbed.
Okay, do you know who stabbed him?
And this is one of the friends that I told y'all there were 4 of them. Okay, you tell me, if you're a kid and 4 people approach you aggressively, telling you gotta get from under the tent in the rain, and you was just invited under her by your girlfriend's cousin to get out the rain, would you move? And then if they got aggressive with you, tried to beat you up or anything, would you have just sat there and probably died from getting beat up or jumped? Or would you have defended yourself? See, these are the questions we gotta ask ourselves.
We have no clue. He was sitting in our tent, but you need to send an ambulance right now.
They're on the way, okay? Give me a description of the person that stabbed him.
He was wearing a gray Essentials hoodie. He was black. He's standing out on the track right now.
He's standing on the track?
Yes.
Okay.
His blue sweatpants on and gone.
Okay, and what did he stab your friend with?
I don't know. My friend's bleeding everywhere.
Okay.
Damn.
Where was he stabbed at?
The chest.
Okay. And do you still see the person that stabbed him, or did he leave?
It was Austin. Austin got stabbed in the chest. I'm sorry, what did you say?
He's still there? Do you still see him?
There's adults on him, I think. Yeah.
She ready to put in the down. She ready to type up suspect fleed. Do you see him? The suspect, is he still there? Do you see him? You see crying.
There's adults that are trying to keep him there.
Look at that. She said there. He said he's with a coach. She said, is there adults trying to keep him there? Like, is he trying to run off? No, man, he's not trying to run off.
What?
The person that stabbed your friend, is he still there?
Yeah, he's still here.
Okay, and
the coach.
There's a coach with him?
Yes, he's with people got him.
Okay. Do you know if they...
I told y'all, he ran up to the coach. He ran towards the gate. He walked back the other way. That's what he was doing. He was looking for a coach because there was no coaches in the bleachers. All the coaches was on the track field. The track and field that was in the center of the stadium running drills and practices with the 100 and 200 runners, the ones who run 100 and 200 races. Those are the sprint races, like the track star, U.S. Olympic track star Sha'Carri Richardson. She's a 100 runner and a 200 runner, straight sprint. Yo, y'all don't want to see me with that running shit. Y'all think y'all want to see me chat? Y'all think y'all want to see me chat with that running shit? I'm gone. Look, y'all heard my pass yesterday. Look at this, ACG. Agriculture. That's that Nike agriculture shit. That's what the A stands for, at least. Yeah, the A stands for agriculture. Yeah.
He still has the weapon on him?
No clue, but he's like he can't do nothing. He's done.
What do you mean?
He stabbed Austin Metcalf in the chest. What?
What do you mean he can't do anything? What's going on with him?
Like, I mean, like, coaches have him, he can't hurt him.
Okay, when you say they have him, are they physically holding him down?
No, like, they're just holding him, walking around.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What's your name?
Mason Nordyke.
Let me rewind. That sounded like a nigga said Austin tried to make a move.
Okay. Okay. What's your name?
I gotta go back some more. You heard? You heard Austin tried to make a move.
Okay.
Okay.
He's telling. That's probably the other friend. Because remember I told y'all it was two of them. Along with Austin and his brother. And it sounds like one of the coaches is asking him what happened. And he said, oh, Austin was trying to make a move. Yeah. Listen. And people ain't even hearing that shit. He said Austin was trying to make a move. What kind of move was Austin trying to make that y'all had to be with him? I bet it's some more of this damn tape somewhere where we can still hear, like, it's some more, goddamn it, some more people. He's not the only person that called the ambulance, because the ambulance right now, the ambulance hasn't made it there. And you gotta ask yourself, what's taking the fucking ambulance so long? See, the ambulance was first called when Austin first got stabbed, right? This is one of his friends that's also calling the ambulance, but Austin was already stabbed and the teachers have already made it over there trying to do CPR on Austin, y'all. Y'all gotta think about it. The time. That means that at least, I'm telling you, once people started running out of that stadium, more people started calling the paramedics, because the police was showing up, but they still haven't seen the paramedics, and that's the first thing they asked for. What's the paramedics? But the operator that's typing on the phone, guess what she's doing? She's typing that for the fucking police. She's sending the police that shit right away. Hey, you need to be bringing this over to the fire department, because it ain't no ambulance that showed up. God damn it. It ain't just Carmelo Anthony's fault that the boy died. It's y'all fault too. God damn, who knows why did they have, why did the school have a track meet and not have any first responders there? That's what we should be asking ourselves. Why the fuck wasn't the paramedics already there? It's a track meet. People do collapse. You can't collapse from running this shit. You know what I'm saying? I done been in high school and I done collapsed before. I done passed out before from being dehydrated, and I'm drinking so much fucking water. I just know I'm drinking enough water. I mean, this type of stuff happens though at track meets, and the heat is whew. Track season, the heat. The track that we running on absorbs heat. My track cleats for the track are so thin at the bottom that I can feel the heat coming from the track when I run, which just gives me a boost when I run, because I'm trying to keep my feet off the ground as much as possible. So I'm running even fast, and my thoughts are running even faster than my feet. So we have to ask ourselves that, why weren't there first responders already there? The police, it should have been a police officer on duty and a fire truck and an ambulance from the damn fire department, from one of the damn fire departments in the district, should have been sitting out in the parking lot just in case somebody passed out or anything. Fucking long jump. The long jump. You can hurt yourself on the long jump. Right? Where they got the long ass stick and they run and they boom and they pull themselves up over this long ass, what we call a banister. You can hurt yourself on the high jump, where you're running, you're sprinting, and you're jumping. You're jumping over the bars, and the bars, they get higher and higher. You can trip over the last one and bust your fucking chin. It's supposed to be a first responder already there. Fire department, paramedics, and at least one uniformed police officer, just in case an altercation happens. So why was the police and the ambulance having to be called, and both taking so long to respond to the call? That's what I'm thinking of. And the friend, like I said, the friend, this nigga just said Austin was trying to make a move. Listen to him. Listen to him, y'all. Hold on. Watch this.
Okay. No, I think Austin tried to make a move.
Austin tried to make a move. Y'all hear that?
I think Austin tried to make a move.
Something better I said. Austin tried to make a move. I can't make out what he...
Nathan Nordyke.
What's your last name?
Boy, we just analyzed the fuck out of some shit. Hey, people not even hearing this shit. People not even hearing the young dude talk in the background. He's not even knowing that his voice is loud enough to be recorded on the operator. Now look, we know, everybody knows, we've all seen the video when Austin and his brother and the one that's on the phone with the paramedics, and then the one that we hear in the background that's talking to one of the coaches, we know all four of them came up. So that's probably what he's telling the coach. He like, why did y'all come over here bothering that kid? Austin tried to make the move, and we just followed him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take Austin tried to make the move, right? And then just ask yourself, what could he have been saying that led him up to saying that? And then what could he be saying after that? We saw him walking. Chad said, let's not mess with him. But Austin tried to make the move. So we just followed him. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's sweet. Ooh, boy. We some analysts.
What's your last name?
Y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel.
And do you see any of the responders there yet?
We hear the sirens, but
Okay.
the coach has sent us out. We're all walking to our buses.
Okay, so you're going to get on a bus right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the rest of the students are walking towards the buses?
Hey,
Yeah, everyone.
the feds should really pick up this case because the feds have voice enhancers where they can turn down the operator's voice because the operator is really draining some shit out. The operator is draining some shit out because I can hear like a coach or an adult in the background kind of mumbling. And that's whoever the friend that said Austin tried to make a move. The one that said that in the background of the phone conversation, the one that's telling, like, he's probably telling the coach what happened, the other coach what happened, because one of the coaches has taken off his jacket and put it over his wound, and he's giving him CPR. But watch this. The coach, and I hate to say it, I hate to say this, chat, and I'm finna highlight it. Look, chat, I hate to say this, but the coach that's, look, they took his jacket into evidence because it was bloody. Now, the coach tried to save Carmelo Anthony's life, but if Carmelo Anthony is stabbed in the chest and you're pumping his chest, you're making blood release. You're the reason he's losing so much blood. Pumping his chest is not going to help if he's stabbed in the chest. Best thing you can do for him is just give him CPR mouth to mouth. Just stop, check his pulse, blow into him. Don't pump his chest because that's where the wound is. But they'll cover that part up. And when the paramedics got there, they didn't pump his chest. If they did anything, they hit him with the... If the paramedics did anything, they did that. Because they're not going to risk making him bleed out more, pumping his chest when that's where his stab wound is. And let him be stabbed in the stomach, yeah, they're going to pump his chest. But you have to see, everybody is so in shock. They so in shock. The kids, the boy that's on the phone, he's in shock. The one that's telling the coach, Austin tried to make the move in the background, he's in shock. The coach that he's talking to, he's in shock. The other coach that's got his jacket over Carmelo Anthony's chest, giving him CPR, pumping even more blood out of him. The bloody jacket. I want to see that evidence photo. I want to see that evidence photo because you have to think, and I hate to say it, but you have to think about it. If he had any life in him, if he was just, if he passed out before he died from being stabbed, because he was getting ready to chase after Carmelo Anthony, and he failed. To revive him, you shouldn't pump his chest. You should turn him over. In the military, your ass over, and they would rip a shirt or rip a jacket and stuff the jacket in the wound to stop the wound up, to make it to make you blood clot, so your blood is not escaping. They would not fucking pump your chest. And they said that On the news clip, the news said Carmelo Anthony's knife, whatever tool knife, multi-tool knife was taken into evidence and photos were taken, and that coach's bloody jacket. The feds need to pick up the case. And the only reason why they should pick up the case is because it has to be fully investigated. They said they released evidence. They released all the evidence. How you release all the evidence and we didn't see the autopsy? The autopsy was one part of the evidence. What the coroner said that they examined from the body. But most likely the autopsy says something about the coroner examining multiple abrasions along the stabbing wound from his chest being pumped and given CPR. But we don't know. We don't fucking know. Because they said they released all the evidence. But where's the fucking autopsy? That's a part of the evidence. Or did you strike that too? I mean, you can look this up right now. You can look up, has any victims ever stabbed from a stab wound to the chest? Rape victims, victims of robbery crimes, victories of just crimes. And guess what you'll find out? Yes, they have. Did they pass out as soon as they were stabbed? Yeah. I've seen a person get shot, pass out. We all thought he was dead. The paramedics came right away in less than 10 minutes because the fire department was in our neighborhood. They came right away. They put him on a gurney. They put the oxygen on him. Goddamn it. They patched him up. Goddamn it. Took him to the hospital and he woke up 3 days later. But listen, he was shot. All the person did that was there was take their shirt and cover his wound and just apply pressure to it like the paramedic told them, like the operator told them to do. But see, the person who's doing CPR on him with the jacket is not he's not calling the paramedics because he's using both of his hands. Now, if he sat in front of him and called the paramedics and said, I'm right in front of him, I don't know what to do, he's bleeding, sir, take your shirt off and apply pressure to the wound. Is he conscious? No, he's passed out. I don't know, his eyes is closed. Can you check his pulse? I don't know. I don't feel anything. And that's only if he's checking the pulse right, because when you pass out, sometimes your pulse can be faint to where you can't feel, you know, if the person's pulse is going. But a paramedic, a first responder, if there was one that was already at the track meet, would have been able to feel the right spot and find out. Thank you, half and half. And find out if his, you know, if his pulse. Are you getting a pulse? I'm getting a faint pulse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He had a stab wound in the chest. I never heard that the stab wound was in his heart. Maybe I'm missing something.
Okay.
I never heard that the knife punctured his heart.
Okay. Just follow whatever directions you're being provided by either the officers or by your coaches, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
See, the police
I'm gonna go ahead and
there,
disconnect if you
but
need
the
to move it. I'll
paramedics
head
is
that
not
way.
there.
All right, thank you.
Thank
The
you.
police
Bye-bye.
is there and the paramedics not. What's Quincy, John? Quincy who? So I can tune into it. So I can tune into it. Watch this. Boom.
Hey, yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Insider Official, where we give you an inside look into the country. Listen, we done told you yesterday about, if it wasn't a kidnapping charge, then, like, how did, I don't think that, who knows what happened. But I'm gonna tell you what is happening. I'm gonna tell you, white dude ally, we want to say. And he's been speaking on the Karmelo situation. Well, he has chimed in on Charleston White and how he views Charleston White. Now, if you don't know, Charleston White said he was going to pledge $75K for to help Carmelo's parents get an appeal. But then he pulled back the $75K, talking about he got problems with Carmelo's pops and stuff like that. A lot of folks are questioning whether he really was going to even give the $75K to begin with. And then next thing we know, Charleston White is apologizing to the other family, right? Metcalf family, talking about I'm sorry, sir, and I'm sorry, sir. Yeah, he getting shirts that say watermelon felon because that was the remark of the father against Karmelo. And now Charleston was talking about he trying to get shirts made of watermelon
subscribe
felon.
to the channel, those who coming in.
Charleston's actions are disgusting.
We're gonna listen to what Secret Service
and
got to say.
Secret Service Sam has chimed in on Charleston White's actions, stating that Charleston appears to be part of the problem of why we still have the problems we have in this country. I want you to take a listen to what he had to say.
Secret Service Sam here, and it's about time we have a chat about Charleston White. What is he doing? He made shirts that say watermelon felon with Carmelo Anthony's face as a watermelon. As you know, Jeff Metcalf called him this racist name. And Charleston White, I don't know what he thinks he's doing, but here's the problem with it. Some people say online, we need to call him Flipper, the friendly, the not so friendly dolphin. But people say what he's trying to do is fool.
Can't call him Flipper. Dolph called himself Flipper because he flipped bitches. Right? He flipped money. He flipped cars. He flipped everything. And Dolph was the king of Memphis, so you can't call him Flipper. Rest in peace to Dolph. Long live Dolph. I love you, big bro. Happy Father's Day.
People and whatever and just sell these shirts. I don't think that's what he's doing. And let me tell you what's very dangerous about what he's doing. Because you got all these Chud the Builders out there who look at him wearing that shirt in the supermarket and wherever the hell else he's wearing it out. And they're like, see, he gets it. No. What he's doing is Stephen A. Smithing. He's the one guy on Fox News who repeats the racist. This is what keeps racism alive. You see, racists thrive off the one black guy who agrees with their racist thoughts. Exactly. And that is what Charleston White is doing right now. So keep your eye on him, his real eye.
Did y'all hear what he said? Did y'all hear what he said?
The friendly, the not so friendly dolphin. But people say what he's trying to do is fool people and whatever and just sell these shirts. I don't think that's what he's doing. And let me tell you what's very dangerous about what he's doing. Because you got all these Chud the Builders out there who look at him wearing that shirt in the supermarket and wherever the hell else he's wearing it out. And they're like, see, he gets it. No. What he's doing is Stephen A. Smithing. He's the one guy on Fox News who repeats the racist rhetoric, and this is what keeps racism alive. You see, racists thrive off the one black guy who agrees with their racist thoughts, and that is what Charleston White is doing right now. So keep your eye on him, his real eye, because he's just doing it for the money. He's doing it for...
Secret Service Sam said, so keep your eye on Charleston White, his real eye, because he got a glass eye. He know what his eye. Secret Service Sam, man, you crazy, brother. I love you. Shout out Secret Service Sam. Y'all fuck with his channel.
I don't even know what. I don't ever believe he was going to give 75 grand to the family. He's been flip-flopping back and forth, and that can't be trusted. Because whatever his intentions are, he needs to understand he's inspiring racists to be more racist because they see him wearing that shirt, a black man, and they think it's okay. Secret Service Sam out, Samson for president of the world. Stay woke.
Now,
that's my boy. They might say, Secret Service Sam, stay woke. I love that man outro, man. He inspired me. Okay. Let's hear
these white people fight for the right to carry a gun out the house every day. Did you leave your house with the intent to take a life with that gun? True. Where they ask white people if you can pick your jury. Who would you like to have on there?
What they
Almost
say.
every white person said they wanted black people on their jury. These are the people you mistreated your whole life.
Did you hear that? He said they asked a panel of white people what race would you want to have on your jury? He said almost every last one of them said black. They wanted black people on their jury. Now he finna tell us why they said, what was their reason? What did they say their reason was behind wanting black people to be their jury?
And you still want them on your jury. Because guess what, Loon? After they get finished calling us crack addicts, after they get finished calling us drug dealers, after they get finished calling us baby moms, after they get finished calling us, you know what they also got to call us? The fairest people God ever put on this planet.
Man, that's what they love.
And I want to talk. And that's exactly why the prosecution didn't allow any black jurors, Loon. Because a black juror with our balanced sense of justice would have saw that there's no way a child could go under attack and know ahead of time that two white boys are going to come over there to jump him.
And it was false.
Him having a knife, it's a complete contradiction for Caucasian nation to say, why did he have a knife? You crackers walk around with guns every day. When you put your gun on your hip this morning, did you do it with the intent to kill anybody? Loon! These white people fight for the right to carry a gun out the...
Hey, y'all, that's crazy. I was saying that yesterday. In the live chat. I said, when I get up and I get ready to leave my house, look at me, chat. I'm never looking raggedy, chat. I'm always hard on them with the styles and watch me. See this? I'm always fresh, chat. Look at them Steve Maddens, chat. Huh? Look at them Steve Maddens, chat. Chat, I'm always fresh, chat. I'm always hard, chat. This what the young niggas want, but guess what? Guess what, chat? I'm always shit. This what the young niggas want. They pay attention to that. You heard me? And I be subtle with it. I'll have my sleeve. You see that Nike sign? That's that Nike knocker. Thank you, Drake. I have my sleeve rolled down over any watch that I have on. You hear me? I keep bracelets. Look at this. What they say, chat? What they say, chat? Hold on. What they say, chat? Come on, chat. That's what I tell them, chat. I tell them, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I ain't got too worried for you. That's what I tell them, chat. And I don't even fuck with Yo Gotti. Sorry, Yo Gotti. but I don't. You know what I'm saying? I just can't rock with you like that. But yeah, every time I go out the house, I put my gun on my waist, but I don't put it on my waist because I'm going out and I'm finna, oh man, I'm finna kill me. I'm finna kill me somebody today. Oh, I can't wait till somebody try me. That's not me. I go out with my gun on my waist only it means to protect me. Right? And it's nothing, it's gonna be nothing like Carmelo Anthony's situation. If you come near me talking aggressive, I am gonna shoot you. I don't even play with my life. I got to make it back home to my wife. I got to make it back home to my baby son, 1.5 years old, my baby daughter, 11 years old, and my oldest daughter, 12 years old. I got to make it back, y'all. Not finna let nobody play with me. Right? And I'm gonna take and if they fuck with me or my family, I'm gonna take their life intentionally, and it's gonna be self-defense. That's why I don't like Texas. I don't know why so many black people stay in Texas. If you stay in Texas and you in the chat, say Texas. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why black people stay in Texas. The law in Texas does not help you. You heard about Govan, Young Dolph, alleged killer who orchestrated his murder, who was supposed to pay $100,000 through Big Jook, Yo Gotti's big brother, who's now deceased. Because I believe Yo Gotti officially sacrificed his ass because he implicated himself in the Young Dolph murder by going live on Instagram after receiving a live chat call through Messenger from the killer saying that they killed Young Dolph. I mean, these folks actually said live on Messenger to Big Jook, and this was played in court, that they killed that man. Yeah, killed his ass. And then you heard it all over the news. Everybody was calling my phone. I didn't know what was going on. I had just woke up. Everybody was calling my phone. And the first person I picked up for was my big sister, I believe. And she said, your big brother is dead. And at first I thought she was talking about my biological big brother. And I said, hell no. And I started crying and I hung up in her face. And then my nigga AP, April, she came through and she was like, yo, you straight, man? I heard your big brother dead. I said, man, what the fuck are you talking about? She said, Dolph, nigga. Ooh, nigga. Nigga. Ooh, she said, Dolph, nigga. Nigga, ooh, I said, nigga, hell the fuck no, Dolph ain't dead, nigga. Stop playing with me, bruh. Stop playing with me. She like, no, it's all over the internet. Dolph dead. I said, where the fuck he died? She said, her in Memphis. I said, he done already made it for the fucking Turk. She said, yes. She said, nigga, Airways packed right now. Nigga, he died at Makita's at the cookie shop. We gotta go. We in the Haven. We drive across the Haven to go see if this shit is true, man. And I'm talking about when I get there, the shit is true, man. And Dolph is on the ground and I can't see him and they won't let me near him. They won't let me nowhere near the crime scene, and they got motherfucking mortician vans in the ambulance parked around the front of Makita's so people can't see the sheet, his body laying on the ground with the sheet and the evidence, you know, the little evidence markers, the yellow evidence markers, so they can go and take their investigation pictures and shit. And he died that November. He was supposed to be doing the turkey drive here in Memphis. He died that November. And I swear to God, my birthday, February 13th, the day before Valentine's. So, I swear to God, man, I tried to go every single day from the day he died all the way up to my birthday. I tried to pull up to Makita's and just, that was the last place he was. So I knew his spirit was around and I just wanted to talk to him. You know, while he was in heaven, I just wanted to talk to him and let him know, like, we were so close to getting even closer. And I finally got the courage to get in the studio, record a whole 3 projects, put them on a USB drive that I was gonna give to him. Be like, big bro, you the only real nigga in the industry. Yeah, fuck your daddy, fuck all of them niggas, man. I'm trying to get signed to you. The person I get signed to besides Dolph is Drake. But I wanted to get signed to Dolph. I wanted to be a part of his team because I wanted to be in the limelight with him. I didn't think that any of, sorry to PRE, but I didn't think that anyone in PRE like really knew who he was. Like that, half of them was his family, but I'm saying, like, I don't think they really knew. Like, he was a guardian angel. They didn't really know who he was, and God blessed them through him. They got fame and they don't even treat it right. I mean, the whole PRE, they got fame and they don't even treat it right. Dolph was up here. Man, Dolph died and I'm already signed to PRE. I'm gonna be up here when he go. I'm gonna make sure motherfucker never forget his name. Yeah, Young Dolph. It'll be all through my fucking songs. You hear me? And I gotta stop talking about it because I really love Dolph. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta stop talking about it because them folks, I feel like none of them folks appreciate him like I would have if I was in any one of their positions. I listen to Key Glock. Listen, y'all, I listen to Key Glock. I'm right here in Memphis. I'm from Memphis. Yeah. Clementine, Castile, where Dolph from. I'm from that. Lived over there and everything, even after he made it. I don't think none of them niggas appreciate what he left to them. I listened to Key Glock. He just dropped a motherfucking song called Manny Fresh. It's 2 minutes and something. The beat hard, right? But he not hard. He in this monotone, like, nigga, you know who Dolph was? It's Paper Route Empire, you pussies. He put emphasis on this shit, nigga, and he died, and them emphasis didn't even flow into you. You just, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I hate that shit. I'm like, Dolph rolling over in his grave because Key Glock, you ain't came up with a hit since he died. And I just can't listen to your music because I'm not going to be the one to lie to you. If I was on your team, I'd be like, hell nah. I'd be just like Dolph. Hell nah. Nigga, write something. And then I'm going to help you spiff that shit up. But we ain't finna put that out. You think because you're talking about hitting a hole in the Manny Fresh song that the song is hard. It's not hard. I stopped listening to the song. The Manny Fresh song was like fucking, what was it, 2 minutes? I listened to a minute, at least a minute, and I'm going to say about 13 seconds of it. Key Glock, new Manny Fresh song. He just dropped it a day ago, I think. He don't even do Dolph type of numbers. I listened to the song, and a minute through, I didn't hear shit about Manny Fresh. I said, why the fuck did you call it Manny Fresh? You trying to say you got a Manny Fresh attitude? That's not how Manny Fresh operate. Manny Fresh is a beat maker, and he one of the hardest beat makers, and that's what he loved doing. Sorry, Key Glock. I'm a critic on your ass, especially on your music. Nigga, I'm from Memphis. We can have and Key Glock. I bet that shit'll put me on because he ain't gonna beat me. He ain't gonna beat me. This shit crazy, chat. Let's get back into it.
House every day. Did you leave your house with the intent to take a life with that gun? No, you didn't. So why are you going to say this little black boy left his house with the intent to shank somebody with a 3-inch blade? Loon, do you really think a 5'8", 135-pound kid armed only with a 3.5-inch knife?
Private selection.
Listen to this. Do you really think a 5'8", 135-pound child whose only weapon is a 3.5-inch knife, Loon, do you really think he wants to take a chance and fight 2 football players who don't have any weapons? Hell no. That knife is no match for 2 football players.
Right.
You follow me?
Right.
Imagine Karmelo stands up. Karmelo never left his seat. How can he be the perpetrator? But what never left his seat?
Like
what do you say to them? But wait, this is what I want. Let me finish.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The prosecution know how fair black people are.
Yeah.
So he couldn't have any on the jury. And why couldn't he have any on the jury, Loon? Because in the state of Texas, if you're on trial for murder, the of the jury must be unanimous.
Exactly.
If one black person would have made it onto that jury, Karmelo doesn't go to jail for 35.
His name Dr. Umar.
Years. The prosecution knew that, which automatically.
His name Dr. Umar, who he talking to, that's Loon. Black guy with the dreads. He got the It's Up There podcast. Man, Loon hard. He gonna talk on all the real situations, even when he bring artists onto his platform, them to dig into the real part of them, the serious part of them, the business mind part of them. So that's why I love Loon It's Up There podcast. But this thing right here that he got going with Dr. Umar, him just getting Dr. Umar's perspective while Dr. Umar is on his African fast. First 3 days he can't eat any meats, can't eat any solid foods. He can only drink liquid, right? So, you know, he's drinking the liquid smoothies and shit like that to kind of weigh down the stomach growls, because you got to have some kind of solid food. Your stomach will be growling. But he's at the pure, he doesn't smoke like I do. So he's at the what they call the purest. He's at the most purest momentum that the human could be. He's on the 6-month fast. Plus he doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink, he doesn't intoxicate his body, right, with the wonders and the loves and the delicacies of the world. He doesn't. So he's like at the most purest. He's like, when it comes to his opinion right now in the situation, he's at like the most purest form that a human could be at. including not just physically, but religiously.
He tells you what? The prosecution knew that the case was flawed from the beginning. Why you think they won't show you the video, Loon? They keep showing you grainy videos when you had witnesses out there who said a lot of people videotaped the situation. Most of the kids under the tent taped the case. Loon, they taped it. Why did we never see the clear video? Because if you would have saw a clear video, you would have saw that Karmelo was not just in an altercation.
What's up, Molly Moo?
Okay, with Austin, right? It was Austin and Hunter. And not only was it Austin and Hunter, there were two other boys. 4 tried to jump Karmelo, Loon. 4 of them. This is why they never showed you the video. Why you think, and I don't want to mix up the twins, understandably, one is deceased. I believe Hunter is still alive.
Yes, Austin.
Let me ask you a question, Loon. Do you have a twin?
No.
Imagine you have a twin, right? Another Loon. We're going to call him Boom, right? Loon and Boom. Boom was murdered. His killer is on trial for his life. You were there when that man took your twin brother's life. Can I ask you a question, Loon? How under hell, how under heaven do you not take the stand in your brother's murder?
Right. I didn't understand.
I mean, you understand it?
Yeah.
Because if he would have took the stand, he would have had to tell the truth. And he would have had to tell everything that was said. Like when I analyzed the video yesterday and I saw it, I said, from where they came from the same way into the stadium that Carmelo Anthony came into the stadium, right? But the thing is, they came behind Carmelo Anthony, so it was like Carmelo Anthony probably passed them in front of him. Bro, did you see how small he was? Bro, he's not going to be able to beat any one of us in his fucking track meet. I heard he's dating Sydney. What the fuck? He's dating Sydney. Yeah, bro. Hell no, he's not dating Sydney. Yeah, where did he just go? Oh, there he is. He's over there. The fuck is he going to our tent? I told you he dates Sydney. No, he ain't finna be over there in our tent. We finna go get his ass up out that fucking tent. The way them folks started walking and Austin was striding, I knew it wasn't finna be nothing nice. I believe if Carmelo Anthony wouldn't have had the knife, it would have been bad for him. Austin, he can jack. I can tell. He real arrogant with it. And that's only because he know what he's capable of. But see, that put fear in people's heart. And when you put fear in people's heart, who knows what the fuck is going to happen. And is it your fault for intentionally putting fear in people's heart if something tragic happens to you? I think it is. It used to be gang members in my neighborhood. Like 5 dudes who were Crips. It was 5 dudes who were Crips, Bloods, Great Street Crips. But 5 dudes who were Crips, they was like the biggest Crip. Had the most people in it. Half of my friends that I went to Sheffield High with. I went to Wooddale High 2 years, and I went to Sheffield High 2 years. Came out of Sheffield High, right? So half of my friends was 5 dudes who were Crips. And I used to go over their house and go over their mama house, and I loved going over their house, and I loved hanging around their gangsta ass. I loved hanging around their gangsta ass. But one thing they didn't do was, like, they didn't play about being disrespected. Right? Anybody Anybody fuck with me, they got my back. Anybody, anywhere that I go. So it's like I was protected. I was protected by the Five Deuce Hoover Crips. When I became affiliated, I didn't become Five Deuce Hoover Crip. I didn't even become GD. I didn't become Blood. I didn't become none of that. I was like a neighborhood clique called the Head Busters, like the song. We some head busters. We some head busters. We was all kids, but I still, like, we had a handshake and everything. I was happy to be a part of it. It's like the whole East Memphis, even the gang members, the Head Buster. And man, I used to come around them people and I used to feel real secure until they turned on me, right? Tried to ski mask up on me and rob me at night and thought I didn't know who they was. Give me a second. It was now most of these guys are dead, but it was an older teen black guy. Rest in peace, Cajun. He was the young nigga that put the most fear in all young niggas' hearts. When he came around, you felt like you was dead. You felt like you could die. Because if he want to fight you, you like, he gonna win. But he might not stop hitting you until you in a coma or passed out. If you beefing with him, you know he got them guns. He'll probably shoot you or get you shot at. Get your grandma's house shot up or something like that. Your auntie house, your mom's house. I'm talking about on some dangerous shit. You scared when this nigga come around because he got his chest out and all of that shit. You will want to have some kind of weapon on you to protect yourself if this nigga ever came around again. But no one can tell me that kids can't put fear in other kids' hearts and make that kid react in a horrible way to where someone loses their life or someone loses their freedom. In Austin and Karmelo's case, someone did both. Someone lost their life and someone lost their freedom.
As if he would have took the stand, the defense could have cross-examined Hunter. Hunter, is it not true that you started this? Hunter, is it not true that you and your brother jumped Karmelo? Hunter, is it not true that it was 4 of you and not just your brother? Loon, Hunter didn't take the stand because Hunter was guilty.
Yeah.
You gonna unalive my brother and you don't think I'm gonna tell what I saw? I'm not even gonna take the stand? I wanna see my brother's killer in jail for life, but I don't wanna testify because you and your brother was guilty. Rest in peace to the deceased.
What do you think about them saying, because a lot of the case was cornered on the situation where he said, find out, or he had his hand in his bag and said, touch me and see what I do. Yeah. Touch me and see what I do. Do you feel like that is a threat or is that a warning?
It's a warning. He's letting them know I'm armed.
See, that they were arguing the entire trial that that's the premeditation.
No.
Because decision right here in this moment.
No. What he's telling them is, listen, since you push me and I push you back and you push me even harder, that lets me know that you want confrontation. But before you try to confrontate with me, you and your friends, and y'all try to jump me, I do not know how to fight, but I do have a knife. And I will use my knife to. Please leave me alone. Don't touch me. I'm telling you, don't touch me. And what Austin gonna do? Quarterback to the football team, team captain, what he gonna do? Yeah, y'all know what he gonna do. He gonna touch a nigga. And Daryl, because he don't believe that he'll do it. He believe that he'll do it, but he know that he making this man scared, so he don't believe that out of his fear that he, but that's when people react the most, out of fear. You know what I'm saying?
Touch me and see what I'm gonna do to you.
I made a decision right here in this moment to stand my ground if you attack me. You see that? He did make a decision. I am outnumbered, 4 white boys under a tent with a whole bunch of other children, and most of them were girls, so they showing off for the snow bunnies.
Yep.
They showing off for the snow bunnies. Carmelo's sitting there, all these white girls, they showing off for them, the 2 big white linebackers with their 2 homies. They're gonna stomp me out under this tent today. No adults around. Carmelo knew, I'm gonna get stomped out. Remember, they grabbed this hoodie, they put him in a headlock. You can easily snap somebody's neck in a fight, Loon.
Come on.
Fights are dangerous.
Fights are very dangerous, especially when you're going against somebody bigger than you and multiple people.
Twins will die for each other.
And twins
like
will die
all of
for
this
each
kind
other.
of stuff should have been. I think some of
The lawyer, Mike Howard, in my opinion, respectfully and allegedly, he set Karmelo up for this legal execution. If I was talking to Mike Howard, Carmelo's lead defense attorney, I got 3 questions for Mike Howard.
Yeah.
Number 1, why was Toby invited onto the defense being good friends with the prosecution? How do you not see that as a conflict of interest that could undermine Carmelo's freedom? That's my first question. Why is he on the team and he's friends with the opposition? That's number 1. Number 2, Loon, did you hire a private investigator?
Yeah. See,
Stay with me. Did you hire a private investigator to investigate what? All 21 witnesses. I want to see their texts, history of racism, social media, history of comments about black people, how they feel about black people, all 21 witnesses, so I can show that they were prejudiced before they took the stand. Right?
Exactly.
Did you investigate both of the Metcalf brothers? Did you investigate the Metcalf mom? Did you investigate the Metcalf dad to see what their opinions is on race and racism? Right? Did you investigate to see who knew who for how long? Because if you would have investigated, you should know, allegedly, that the father and the judge and the prosecutor all knew each other. Where was the private investigation, Loon? Where was the private investigation to gather the facts, Loon? Number 3, how in the hell do you not raise holy hell about the fact that the judge allowed a jury, single black person? The case was decided at the jury.
But why is the lawyer? What is his interest though? I don't understand, because again, dude, it's 10 things. When I was
said,
looking
what
at
is his
money,
interest?
Yeah,
The preservation of white supremacy.
that's it. But
That's it. That is everything. What do you mean? White supremacy runs America. White supremacy founded America. White control over black people is critical. This Karmelo case, Loon, is bigger than what you're seeing. This is about determining whether or not black children have the right to defend their life.
Wow. Y'all, Dr. Umar is touching on that motherfucking subject that most of the haters don't even want to hear about. They hate when he talk because he real. Some people listen to him talk and they feel some type of way. I tell a person, when you hear a person talk and you feel some type of way about what they're saying, even if they're not directing it to you, then it must be true to you. It's true to you. If you're talking about white people being racist and you're a white person and you feel like white people aren't racist, that's because you feel like he's talking to you because you're most likely racist. But if you're a white person and you're listening to him and you're like, well, I done seen those type of people. It's not me, but I done seen those type of people. Then I know you're not racist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not racist. I hate racism. I love every fucking body. I love my family. I love my friends. I love my chat. I love everybody. And what do I want to be when I grow up? I want to be, it's like they asked him at the pageant. I want to be the person that not feeds the world, not helps the world, but the one that takes care of the world. If I had Elon Musk money, you hear me, chat? If I had Elon Musk money, like I said, I don't want it to be a person that loves the world, just loves the world, the person that just feels, you know what I'm saying, take up for the world. But I want to be the person that takes care of the world, right? If I had Elon fucking Musk money, I would fucking take care of the world. You know what I'm saying? Literally. The $1 trillion, the $1.7 trillion that he just got. Y'all remember Wolf of Wall Street? Leonardo DiCaprio. He played a stockbroker in Wall Street by the name of Jordan Belfort. Shout out Jordan Belfort. This man inspired me to leverage debt. Right? But the scandal that he committed on Wall Street and how he took companies like Steve Madden and bought them out, then publicly traded them while inflating the stocks to inflate the price of what the company is worth for him to take it. That's the same thing Elon Musk them did. See, they billionaires because they're stockbrokers. They're like the top stockbrokers. Most billionaires are the top stockbrokers. And what I mean by that, they know how to trade. They have insider information. They know how to commit fraud and all of that type shit on the stock market, on the Dow. And I know a lot about the stock market. We're not going to get into that right now, but yeah, the nigga had a press conference after he made $1.7 trillion in donations from investors. He said, man, if you ask me today, I'd say that you guys must be smoking some good ass crack. Because if you ask me, this company is going to be so unsuccessful. And guess what all of the investors doing in the crowd? They laughing. And he's laughing while he's telling them this, right? But the people the stockbrokers that they invested their money into SpaceX with, these stockbrokers don't even work for stake.com. They privately contracted. Right? So they finna take some. They finna take something, y'all. For real. Where is it at?
Carmelo Anthony case.
Yes, sir.
Do you think he got a fair trial, Carmelo Anthony?
First, deal with the grand jury. Him being charged with murder was a crime in and of itself. Austin fell onto Carmelo's knife trying to attack him.
If Melo died, would you want Austin to get life? Would Dr. Umar Johnson be using his platform to say that little boy should get life for what he done that night?
Can Dr. Umar acquit a white boy of murder and self-defense?
Yes.
And I personally believe the reason Toby was put on Carmelo's defense was to feed the strategy to the prosecutor. If you notice, Daddy Metcalf never forgave Carmelo Anthony for what happened to his son. But let that have been a black mother or a black father. They would have forgave him the minute they got the phone call. His killer is on trial for his life. You were there when that man brother's life. How under heaven do you not take the stand in your brother's murder?
Right.
Hunter, is it not true that you started this? Hunter, is it not true that you and your brother jumped Carmelo? Hunter, is it not true that it was 4 of you and not just your brother? Because you and your brother was guilty. Rest in peace to the deceased. The lawyer, Mike Howard, in my opinion, respectfully and allegedly, he set Carmelo up for this legal execution. Because if Carmelo walks, you basically said black people can defend their life, which is something we've never been able to do. Him having a knife, Loon! These white people fight for the right to carry a gun out the house every day. Did you leave your house with the intent to take a life with that gun?
Because he was such a little watermelon felon. How's that one strike you?
But I want to say this to the family, and I love them, mom, dad. Carmelo was dating a bunny. Salsa bunny, I believe. Rice bunny, it's a bunny. I need them to tell their son, you cannot communicate with her. We can't trust nobody.
We can't.
Hey, yo, welcome back to What's Up There podcast. I am Big Loon for another episode of the fastest growing podcast in the market. You are tapped in with the final boss, Southern District Executive Branch. I want to say thank you to each and every person that has ever clicked the video, took time out of their busy day to involve and incorporate this Up There podcast in what it is that they do. Today we got one of my favorite guests. You know, I can't go too long without sitting with my brother, Dr. Umar Johnson. How are you, brother?
Peace and black power. Shout out to Tennessee, Memphis, Nashville,
Thank you, Dr.
Knoxville,
Umar.
Chattanooga.
Shout out to you too, bro.
All parts
Memphis,
in between.
Tennessee, baby.
Good to be back. Today is day 2 of the 21-day Pan-African fast we started back in 2020. And so for the first 3 days of this year's fast, we can't consume any solid food for 3 days.
Okay.
So this is I'm about 36 hours in now without no food.
At all?
Only liquid.
Wow.
You know what I mean? We do this from a cultural and a Pan-Africanist and a racial, not racist, because we can't be racist, but from a race consciousness perspective to get closer with the Almighty, closer with our ancestors, and more in alignment with our own destiny. So you're actually the first interview of the 21-day Pan-African fast.
Dope, man, dope. How does it feel? How do you feel?
21-day Pan.
The hunger pains hit you, but that's the purpose. Discipline, right? Discipline.
Right.
You know, and my ancestors, they have spoken to me directly or indirectly, bringing me messages from the Almighty about the need for me to become more disciplined in preparation for the next stage of my life. So everyone's life goes through cycles. You have to figure out what is the numerical cycle of your life. For example, you have a 1-year cycle, obviously, your birthday. 3 is normally odd numbers. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Some cycles are even larger, right? The way you figure out the cycle of your life is by writing down, I would say, the 10 to 20 most important things that ever happened in your life. Good and bad, right? Good and bad. You hit the lottery. You was in a major car accident that almost took your life.
Right.
The birth of a child, your own birth. You know, you getting accepted into a certain job, a certain career. Write them down. Add up the numbers of that date. For example, today is June 11, 2026. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 and 6 is 18. 1 and 8 is a 9, right? It's a 9. Yeah. So you add up the dates and you see, is there a frequent occurring number of all them dates? You follow? If you start seeing a bunch of 9s, that might mean loon
That's
life.
your number. It's a 9 path or whatever.
You also look at the most important event every year in your life. So let's say you got a 30-year-old brother, right? What's the most important, from the time you can remember, let's say 4th grade, 9 years old, right? So from 9 to 30, what was the single biggest event in each of those years? Okay. Right? And then you look at the year it was, and you can also figure it out. I'm going to give you an example of my life, right? Yeah. 9 years old, Black History class. Okay. 18, Black Student Union in college. My 3rd 9-year cycle, I become a certified school psychologist. My 4th 9-year cycle, I take over the conscious community. My 5th 9-year cycle, I purchase FDMG. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. The major events all came at a 9.
Yes.
This is the 9th year of my current cycle, which means next year, if I do what I'm supposed to do, I'll be going to a higher level, whatever that is.
Right.
Whether that's Africa, whether that's more schools. You follow me? I don't know what the Almighty has, but normally when I complete a cycle, that next year,
you start.
Boom.
Yes, 100%.
You follow?
And you're saying that according to religion, is this a religion?
Well, this is just numerology.
Okay,
so, a certain aspect of numerology.
And you're saying that you
incorporate. Life is mathematical.
Right. And I understand that and agree with that and have studied that on a very, very low level.
Yes,
but
sir.
I understand it. I do wonder, so you're saying that these...
I'm sorry, Loon. It don't sound like you understand the time about I have studied it on a very low level. On a very low level of what? On a very low level of information? If you had a low level of information when you studied it, you didn't study it. The amount of information was too small. You don't know what he's talking about, Loon.
Things are not coincidence.
Let me just listen and I'll tell you what he's talking about, Loon.
No, sir.
And I agree with that because numerology does tell you that.
I'm going to take you to Ifa, which is the spiritual system that I study, right?
No, sir.
So in Ifa,
Let's go.
our soul exists on 2 planes. The real Loon is in heaven. You are not the real you. Okay? You are just the metaphor or the projection. You follow me? The real you is up there.
Right.
The real you, like a radio transmitter, broadcasts to the inner you. Higher self, inner self. Higher self, inner self. The only way Loon is going to get whatever the higher self has in store for him, according to the destiny you signed on with the Almighty, the only way you get that is if you're in alignment. The biggest thing that takes us out of alignment is character. Poor decisions. The women you laid with. The things you did wrong you had no business doing. That cuts the connection of the inner self to the higher self.
Right.
In religion, belief is what matters, right? Accepting Christ as your savior.
Yes.
Accepting Muhammad as the last prophet of God, right? Accepting Moses, right? Abraham as the progenitor of the Hebrew peoples. In the world religions, belief is the foundation of spiritual success. In African spirituality, alignment with purpose. You see that? It ain't what you believe.
Right.
It's alignment with your purpose, your God-given destiny. It don't matter what you believe. Are you living it and walking it?
It's bigger than you.
It's bigger than you. It's alignment. So the bottom line is, it's almost like you got a remote control car, right?
Yeah.
So Loon playing with his remote control car, the car driving all around his room, right? But if the car goes behind that laptop, you lose the connection. It's in a black spot. Your character, you making bad decisions and choices. You hit a black spot,
Yeah.
you're no longer getting that direct feed from your higher self.
Okay.
Everything is about the alignment. So let me give you this piece. Along with that, people say, do you believe in fate? Right?
Yeah.
If Loon is supposed to be the greatest hip hop podcaster of all time, let's say that's in your destiny. That's what you signed on. That won't be your whole destiny, because we come here to make this world a better place. But maybe through the podcasting, you make the world a better place. You see that? You got the income, the residuals to make the world a better place. In other words, Loon, our millionaires and billionaires. Our millionaires and billionaires, most of them don't know this because most of them are not into African spirituality. The reason you were made a billionaire is to help lift your people. The reason you were made a multimillionaire is to help you lift people. Most of our millionaires think what, Loon? They think that they got rich to just enjoy their life. No, sir. Why you think God blessed you to get all this money? To buy 1 million cars? You really think God put you in this position?
Right.
To have 30 cars in 20 hours?
Yeah.
Do you follow me?
Yeah.
Do you really think God put you in this position to go clubbing?
Right.
Freaking off on the Queens every weekend, right?
Yeah.
No, you income, because money is energy. You were given this extra financial energy to do what? Lift the consciousness and quality of life for your people.
Right.
Most of our billionaires are completely missing why they were blessed with the wealth. No blessing is only for you.
Right.
No blessing.
That's a fact.
It's only for you. If Loon walk out of here today and get a $5 million contract, you got to know, you got to be in a spiritual place to know this is not just for me and my family.
Right. And responsibility comes along with that.
Exactly.
Outside of your interest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When people say, why was he blessed with more money than you could spend in a lifetime? Obviously, it's not all for you if you can't spend it in a lifetime.
Right.
And that's what I think about with Elon Musk. See, the thing that they do on Wall Street is they push greed. They've been pushing greed for a long time on Wall Street. They say, right? So he get $1.7 trillion. He got that $1.7 trillion for himself. He didn't get it for the world. He didn't get it for the world. Who gonna bank $1 trillion? And bank it for the world? Who gonna literally sit there and mastermind a plan to swindle $1.7 trillion from out of some people's pockets? An investment that's faulty, they're not going to get that investment back. That investment won't double, right? I'm like, Elon Musk, that shit is crazy. You got that much money from one company, and then you plan on merging Tesla, the Tesla bot company, all of that as one. Twitter, you already sold PayPal, but you plan on merging all the companies that you own together under one umbrella. It's that shit is finna get fucking crazy. When I say, I always used to tell my friends, man, I hate Jeff Bezos. No, I hate him, but I love him. I hate Jeff Bezos, but I love him. I love the business mindset that he has, but him as a person, I hate him. You mastermind to become #1 distributor around the world, #1 retailer and distributor around the world, like Walmart, Sam Walton, right? You get that, and then you got enough money to go buy out Whole Foods, right? Swindle them for $8 billion. Then you got enough money to go venture into other companies and stuff like that. You venture into all of these other companies, Jeff Bezos, and then you take over. Not take over their company, but you take over their industry. which bleeds them out of their businesses and their jobs because there's a smaller competition and you offer the best because you're at the top. I said he'll be the motherfucker that was on Book of Eli that was trying to kill Denzel Washington over the Holy Bible because he knew if he possessed it, he could control people. He already controlled people. He wasted a certain amount of water every day, pouring it on the masses of crowds that came out to basically give him his credit and give him his thanks for the Latino community. That shit crazy. Let's get back into it.
Jackson is the best example, right? I think Mike may have not only been the greatest entertainer, I think Michael Jackson was the greatest philanthropist because Mike did exactly what you're supposed to do. Think about this thing. Donate every dollar from a concert to
Exactly, yeah. My bad, y'all. I unplugged my whole shit. Give me a second. I didn't even know. I kicked
people. Most of our millionaires think what got rich to just enjoy their life. No, sir. Why you think God blessed you to get all this money? To buy 1 million cars? You really think God put you in this position?
Right.
To have 30 cars in 20 hours?
Yeah.
Do you follow me?
Yeah.
Do you really think God put you in this position to go clubbing?
Right.
Freaking off on the queens every weekend, right?
Yeah.
No, you were given this extra income because money is energy. You were given this extra financial to do what? Lift the consciousness and quality of life for your people.
Right.
Most of our billionaires are completely missing why they were blessed with the wealth. No blessing is only for you. No blessing
That's a fact.
is only for you. If Loon walk out of here today and get a $5 million contract, you got to know, you got to be in a spiritual place to know this is not family.
Right. And responsibility comes along with that.
Exactly.
Outside of your interests.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When people say, why was he blessed with more money than you can spend in a lifetime? Obviously, it's not all for you if you can't spend it in a lifetime.
Right.
Michael Jackson is the best example, right? I think Mike may have not only been the greatest entertainer, I think Michael Jackson was the greatest philanthropist because Mike did exactly what you're supposed to do with his wealth. Think about this, Loon. Donating every dollar from a concert tour to deal with AIDS in Africa? Every dollar, Loon. Have you ever heard of that? What rapper you know donated every dollar to deal with a humanitarian crisis?
Right.
I think Michael Jackson might have been a prophet. We'll come back to that. Sticking with this point though, Loon, Michael Jackson is an example of what a billionaire and a millionaire is supposed to do with their money. It's never just for you. Remember, in African culture, the smallest unit of existence is the family. So you're never just a person. It's always you within the context of the community.
Yes.
Now, let me land this plane. You have a destiny you chose in heaven. You can achieve it. You might fail to achieve it. In the Yoruba, we say, character is destiny. No matter what great mission God gave Loon, if Loon ain't living his life right, he can fail in his mission. We are not the creators of our destiny, and we are not the victims of it. We are the co-creators. There's certain things that's going to happen in your life, whether you want them to or not, because they're necessary on your path to destiny.
Right.
Do you see that? There's certain bad things going to happen no matter how good or bad a person you are. There's certain good things going to happen no matter how good or bad a person you are, right? And then there's other things that are the result of your karma, which is consequences for previous actions. This I cannot change. I can't change my birth date. I can't change my death date. I can't change my mom. I can't change my dad. I can't change where I was born. You see that? These are the permanent, unchangeable aspects. But I can choose where I go to school. I can choose what woman I marry.
Right.
I can choose if I'm going to drink or smoke. You see that? I can choose if I'm going to get women pregnant without being married to them. Right? I got 2 daughters out of marriage who I love to death. Right? Along with my mother. That's the Trinity in my heart. Right? But I chose to impregnate their mothers. You see that? The karma was the fallout that they gave me not marrying them. You see? Now, even though I went about it the wrong way, it could have very well been a predetermined loan for whatever reason that those two women had to have those two children.
Right.
You see?
Yeah.
A part of this was my karma.
Yeah.
Another part could have been predestined.
Exactly. And sometimes I think we have to sacrifice in that way. Sometimes we're on a mission to where things are going to happen that's going to call for us to submit.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
And
Let me get you this.
We don't want to.
You just hit on something. The Yoruba New Year is June 6th, right? So in Yoruba land, Nigeria, the year is June 6th to June 5th. You with me? Today is 11. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We 5 days. The first week, right?
Yeah, yep.
There's 256 energy patterns or spiritual wombs that God used to create everything in existence, right? Everything in the world came from a primordial 16, and then those 16 interacting with 16 gives you 256. Okay. Every year, Loon, there's an energy pattern that oversees or rules or influences that calendar year. You with me? The energy pattern for 2026, June 6th, 2026 to June 5th, 2027 is known as Osai Meiji. Stay with me on this. Yeah. Osai Meiji. Osai Meiji, to make it simple, because this is a very big thing, but I'm going to make it real simple.
Right.
Osai Meiji is the energy pattern of the great invisible mothers. This is feminine energy, Loon. It is not, it is in the dark. It is the energy of women, spirits, female spirits, not human beings. These are feminine spirits that God created before he even made this planet. You see, their job is to oversee the balance of the universe, right and wrong. They are the overseers and the protectors of black women, feminine energy. And for men who don't treat women well, they can destroy your life. Why am I bringing this up, Loon? For you, for me, for him, for every black man in the world. This is not the year to be playing around with women. You hear what I'm telling you? You playing with this one, but she want more? Make her your queen, let her go.
Yeah.
If you're a polygamist, let her know, let her decide. This is not the year to play with the hearts, minds, and emotions of women, because this is the year of the primordial mothers. These spiritual energies will whip your ass. I'm telling you right now. Your homies hit you up and say, Loon, I was just in a bad car accident. Loon, I just got diagnosed with this. Loon, I just lost this, right? Loon, my wife just left me. The first thing you should ask them, how have you been treating women this year?
That's bad news for a lot of dudes.
This is not the year in a Mac and a player.
Right.
Because those spirits would tear you up. And guess how they hit you the most, Loon? Among other things, your internal organs. Heart problems, liver, spleen, kidney, pancreas, diabetes. You see that? Brothers start coming down with stuff this year. How you treating your women?
Right, 100%.
Because the mothers rule this year. This is also a year, Loon, where you have to use your discernment more than ever before. Because this is going to be a year of tragedies, crises. You follow me? Unexpected, unforeseen events that you could have never expected or planned for. You follow me? There's going to be a lot of loss. This is going to be a challenging year. Not for the sake of negative. I'm about to tell you.
Yeah.
Not for the sake of negative.
Right.
In order for there to be a transformation on earth, for there to be a transformation in Black America, in order for there to be a transformation in the African race, God has to do what? Clean out all that no longer serves the agenda.
Okay.
This is a cleansing Loon. Let me give you
y'all like the video,
a metaphor. Let me give you a metaphor. Hold on. Let me give you this metaphor.
Okay.
A woman's menstrual cycle. When that egg travels down the fallopian tube to die, right? That egg is going to kill itself. It's going to commit suicide, right? And then the woman got to bleed. She got to bleed all in her system that no longer serves her. Yeah. Now, you know our women don't like going through that menstrual duty. They get cramps,
right.
They get pain. It's a lot of pain.
Right.
It's a lot of blood. It's a lot of death. But guess what? Once it's over, a new egg is there. A new life begins. This isn't punishment for the sake of punishment. This is the cleansing before the transformation and the rebirth.
Right.
Will you survive the cleansing? That's the question to Black men. Will you survive this year of cleansing? Because the next year will probably be a transformation or a rebirth. If you that's stuck in your sin, where you cannot repent before the Almighty, you cannot change your ways, you might not make it to June 6, 2027.
You know, I was talking to my homeboy too yesterday, watching the
That's crazy. And those mothers that he talked about, the mothers that are their spirits are protectors of the universe, they was referenced in the Disney movie Pocahontas. The three mothers that she used to talk to. Yeah, they protected her and protected her universe, basically. That was the message. It's crazy that that's actually the African religion.
210 pound football players, black football players, walk up to a 135 pound black boy, grab him by the hoodie, put him in a headlock, try to jump him and stomp him out, and that white boy unintentionally stabs him, or he falls onto the white boy's knife, which is what we believe happened. Okay? Right. Austin fell on Melo's knife trying to attack him because the knife is 3.5 inches. The cut was only 2. Lou, if I'm stabbing you, why am I going halfway with a knife blade that's only 3.5 inches? You fell onto my knife. Regardless, Loon, do you really think those two black boys who fell on that white boy's knife are going to get convicted of murder in 35 years? No. Do you think they even get indicted with murder?
That's a fact. No,
you know they don't. You know why? Because there's the case of another boy by the name of Kason Allison. Have you heard of him?
No.
Same year, same state.
Former Belton High student Kason Allison was sentenced today to the maximum 10 years in prison for the fatal stabbing of fellow student Joe Ramirez. This comes after a jury found Allison guilty of criminally negligent homicide, and a judge added a deadly weapon enhancement to his potential sentence. 6 News reporter Sydney Walker was in the courtroom for today's sentencing and has the latest.
Nearly 3 years after Joe Ramirez died, the man who stabbed him will spend a decade behind bars. Judge Wade Faulkner sentenced Allison to 10 years in confinement in the institutional division. This comes after 9 witnesses testified, including the mothers of both Ramirez and Allison, school employees who responded to the stabbing, and Allison's therapist. 3 Belton ISD staff members described lasting trauma from that day: sleepless nights, anxiety, and PTSD. One teacher said the incident forced her into medical retirement. Joe's family tearfully shared how his loss has changed their lives and say they haven't received true justice. The defense presented Allison's parents and counselor, who testified about his growth and remorse over 3 years of therapy, revealing that Allison is now a father. Defense attorney Boyd warned that prison would be a, quote, death sentence for his client, and asked for just 2 years. But prosecutors successfully argued for the maximum, calling Ramirez's death, quote, entirely avoidable. When Faulkner announced the 10-year sentence, Ramirez's family erupted in applause and cheers. The judge quickly restored order while Allison's family sat in stunned silence. Following the sentencing, Ramirez's mother took the stand, looked Allison in the eye, and said, quote, "You get this measly 10-year sentence while I'm serving a life sentence without my son." The DA's office said, "Today's verdict can allow Joe's family and our community to move forward." Allison was immediately taken into custody and booked into the Bell County Jail, where he began his sentence today. In Belton City.
What happened in Kason Allison's case?
Now that's crazy. That a Caucasian boy would intentionally stab the Latino kid multiple times, 4 times to be exact, and only get 10 years. And while he was stabbing him, he was screaming out loud, "I'm gonna put him in the ICU. I'm gonna put him in the ICU." And none of them said nothing. None of them said nothing. So we gotta charge it to him. We gotta charge it to ourselves. To say something as parents, to do something as fathers, It's mothers who have to act as fathers because they're single mothers. And they there for their child the motherly way and the fatherly way. Right? We got to do that, y'all. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Man, please hit me up in them comments and let me know what you think. I'm always responding back. If you got a good comment or a good question, I'm going to for sure pin it. You know what I'm saying? At the top of the comments. Man, y'all know what this is. This is Blocstarr Imis Analytics. Y'all know what we are. We are Blocstarr Analysts. What did we just do? We just analyzed the fuck out of that shit. I love you, chat. Thank you, chat. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Listen, man, you've been chilling with yours truly. It's Blocstarr Imis, straight out of Memphis. Don't you forget me. I love you, chat.